Hey, my name is Sean Bradley. I'm the CEO of Dealer Synergy, but I'm not going to talk to you about Dealer Synergy. I'm going to talk to you about a little bit of the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People from Stephen Covey. Well, this book actually changed my life in the way that I look at the world and how I handle things. And I just recently started the interactive training course to just refresh myself on the 7 habits. And Covey's got a unique philosophy where basically he turns around and says that there's 3 different levels of a human being. You know, first is being dependent. And that means that you have to depend on everybody else to get things done, and it's not where you really want to be. The second place is independence, where you are able to do things on your own, and you're able to not have to, account for everybody else, and it's not everybody else's fault for your life. Then the last piece, the mecca of evolution internally should be interdependence, and that's where you're able to evolve. And you're able to work with other people for the greater good of whatever project or initiative you're trying to engage in. Now, to get from the dependent stage to the independent stage, that's going to take you through the first 3 steps in the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. The first one is being proactive, which is what we're going to talk about in this segment today. And the second one is going to be start with the end result in mind. And the third is put first things first. Now, that's what's called a private victory. Before you're able to, go to the independence and try to build a public victory and what have you, you need to turn on and get your foundation yourself straight. So the first habit is, again, to be proactive. And now, it doesn't just mean take initiative. And this is what's really interesting, is that a lot of people think that proactive is just you're just initiating, you're engaging, you're starting something. But when I went through the course again, it's just like, wow, that makes a lot of sense. Again, when you are reactive, which is the opposite of being proactive, you're reacting to situations. We all know people that freak out and stuff like that. When something happens, they react to stimulus. Okay, they're impulsive, what have you. Don't laugh at me, people. I know. So the idea is, with proactive people that have that habit locked down, they're in control. When things happen, they can start around and they hear something, problem, crisis, whatever. They, at their own pace, react to it. You see what I'm saying? That's part of being a proactive mind. Now, there's 2 different styles that Covey says. And if you could start to the board. Okay, there's 2 circles that he says for people. One is what's called the circle of influence. Okay, circle of influence. And then the circle of concern. What happens is most people that are not proactive, they focus on the circle of concern. For example, the sky's falling, Chicken Little. Okay, there's a lot of issues going on. The weather, this, that person. They're always the cynical person. They always think the world's out to get them. There are always problems going on. Again, this might be true, but if you can't control certain things, it doesn't make sense to obsess about them. It doesn't make sense to stress out about them. However, what you need to do is try to control your circle of influence, what you have direct control over. So, for example, what is my immediate goal? My immediate goal, obviously, is to build the most powerful internet sales company on the planet. And again, there's a lot of things that might prohibit me from doing that, but I have no control over. However, there's things that I can do. I can work on my circle of influence, which will allow me to create a stable foundation for the organization. So again, I just wanted to give you a little taste of the 7 habits, and that's the first step, is being proactive. Not only does it mean take the initiative and be proactive and actually do stuff, self-educate, self-motivate, what have you, but it also means how you react to situations. Thank you.